Okay, so quickly, this is about a technical session, and before I go on, I want to know if you can hear my voice and you can see my screen, if everything works fine for you.
Yes, everything. I can see both and hear you.
Okay, awesome. Okay, we are good to go. So we are quickly going to run through these markets and then see what has happened so far this week, and also look at other markets as well for the week. So the first one here is Euro USD. Remember, we talked about EU from Monday. I think Monday or Tuesday, the last session we had, we talked about EU and UC, UCAD, UJ. So this is more like an update on what has happened on them so far, and then we'll look at new opportunities, possible opportunities on them, as well as on GJ and also on AJ. So let's quickly go to EU and see what we have on EU. So this is EU. And from everything we discussed on the last session, you would remember we explained the levels in these markets. I broke down the levels, and if you have kept eyes on the levels we talked about, you would remember we did something like this on that session. I talked about moves like this on the EU, and then after this, price went all the way up, and then price created this low right here. And for an extra confirmation as well, we also talked about the extra moves where price is doing stuff like this. Price did stuff like this, the HNS, I marked out something like this. And also I marked out the key levels from these lows. So from that time to this very moment, price has not done anything out of these key levels. Price has been respecting this key level since that time. So if you had trades in this market, definitely you should have been in profit. There should be no loss, no kind of loss whatsoever in this kind of trade, because price has been respecting the levels we talked about. So from this level here, this was the key level here, which was being respected. It also lines perfectly with the other KZ from this downtrend. So when you look at that key level, price has given us some profits from that level. If you had trades from that point, you should be somewhere around 50 pips, about 50 to 60 pips in profit. So there is no reason to have any kind of losses in this market. So however, going forward, what we can also watch out for would be what price is setting up to do. Keep in mind, we have key levels at this high. This high here is a possible level, is a good level to watch out for. And then we are going to, let me mark it out. We have something like this right here. So this is a very good level we need to watch out for. And we are going to see what price is going to do on that. And like I told you, this has been a downtrend. This is what price has done. So price did something like this. This here looks like a break of that high. However, we are not so sure yet unless price completely breaks that high. So this is not a confirmed break of trend. At the moment, price is showing us a lot of rejections to the top side. However, we need to be sure price has completely switched to the bullish trend. And there was something like this also on the smaller moves. We had something like this, 2S1PB. This also tells us there is a lot of possibilities to the top side. However, we need to watch out for this key level, which is this high. We need to watch out for this key level and see what is going to happen right there. So at the moment, there is only one thing to expect from this market. The only thing you can expect from this market is to wait for price to retest this very high. So price is very close to testing this very high. When price tests this very high and you have some very good rejections in play, you can tell that our price is setting up for a very good shot, This, in my books, remains a very good downtrend. This has not confirmed the bullish trend. Looking at this high time frame, H1, H4, this is yet to confirm a very solid bullish trend. There is a lot of indication that price is setting up, price is accumulating momentum for bullish moves. However, this high must fully get broken. This is not a full break just yet, looking at what price did right here. So the full break has not been confirmed. So we need to wait and watch out for what price is going to do at that very high. So right now, the only thing we can do, there is no trade right now on EU. I always advise against getting entries at the wrong places. So this is not a good place to pick an entry. If you are buying from this side just to chase it all the way to the top, it's not a good trade in my books. So it is very important to apply discipline. Discipline is very important. So the only thing we can do on EU is just to wait until price comes to us. And we are waiting for price at this very high. So when price comes to this very high and gives us what we need to see, if our rules of engagement are met inside of this zone, we know what to expect in this case. So in that case, price would be looking very bearish, and there would be opportunities for short in that case. So at the moment, we are just gonna wait on EU, and it's been so clean so far this week. If you had paid attention to all the levels I talked about, nothing very strange has happened so far. Price has been respecting levels on EU, multiple entry opportunities from this very low, and price has just been respecting all that movement. So the next one we also talked about from the last session we had was USD CAD. So I have my zone still on the charts. So this is the USD CAD. This is one of the very clean moves from the past week. So we had we were looking at possible launch from this very low. So you should not be surprised that price did not give us that low. I always tell you, no matter the confirmations you have on a trade, price is always going to do what it's going to do. Your business is to manage your risk and also manage your trade the right way. So at the end of the day, you have more chances of coming back on top. That is what your business is as a trader, managing risk. So that is very important. So in this case here, price did not respect this low. Price broke to the downside. However, this as well is setting up for something really interesting. When you look at the high time frame and study it all the way down, you would notice price is really setting up for something big in this market. On the daily time frame, this is what we have. I told you the daily has been a bullish trend. This has been a bullish trend on the daily time frame. And from what we have right now, price is testing a daily key level. This here is a daily key level in this case. So price is back again into that daily zone. This is the daily zone right here. So at the moment, price is testing a very good daily zone in this market. So with this knowledge right here, we can break it down to the small time frame and look at how we can have a good point of entry in this kind of move. So let's go back down to the H4. So on the H4, this is how it looks. The H4 actually looks really good. It looks really good. And what we can see on the H4 is price did something like this. We had something like this, and then price went all the way to the top, and price came all the way back down. So one important level you need to watch out for is this low right here. This is a very good low here, and with what price has done in this case, this here shows us a lot of potentials to the downside because of what price did over here. This key level here got broken to the downside, and this tells you there is a lot of potentials to continue bearish. However, there is always there are always breaks in the market. There are always corrections in the market. So you should not always expect this to continue bearish all the way from this point. So there's definitely going to be some kind of corrections before price continues bearish, because this in this case has showed us a lot of potentials for short in the long run. However, we may have a short-term correction in this kind of market. So this looks very possible for some corrections before price goes back bearish. And in this case, today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday, market is going to close. So you may have your first TP right here, not to be so ambitious because of the day in the week. Today is Thursday. So you may have your first TP right here, quick profits and close. Then you have your second TP right here. So these are good ways you can set your target in this kind of trade. So for as long as this low here does not break, this actually gives us a very decisive low in this case. There is no reason to second guess this kind of low. It's very clean, so easy to see. So for as long as this low here does not break and you have confirmation, you should know you are good to go in this kind of trade. First TP is right here in this low. You can see there was a lot of struggle right here. A lot of struggle right there. So that is our first TP. You may have a first TP right there. And the second TP is this high over here. So that is TP1 and then TP2 when you look at your profits potential in this case. First TP here is about 100 pips. Second TP is about 200 pips. This is a very good one to end the week, if I must say. So you see, when anytime a trade fails, it's set up for another trade. So the end of one setup is the beginning of another setup. That is how the market cycle works. So price fails at this point and comes all the way down to the next key level, and at this key level, price is setting up for another move. So the market is always in motion, and you need to watch out for the right key places, the right key levels to pick your moves. So that is really what has happened on USD CAD. So the next one is USD JPY. This was one of the moves we also discussed the last time, and I talked about the shot from this very high, and price gave us that very, very good shot. We had good shot from that high. Price came all the way down. We did something like this in this market. We did something similar to this, and then price came all the way to this high, gave us a very good confirmation, and then price went short. So this short here came all the way to a TP level, and then price has been playing across those two levels ever since. So the two levels we have in this case now is this high right here, and then this low right here. So this is what price is doing in this market, it's moving across these two levels. And then from what we did the last time, price gave us some profits from that short. From this short all the way to this low, we had about 130 pips in this case. 130 pips, when you watch the last session, you would know everything I discussed from these very points. And then price came all the way down to this key level for about 130 pips, and price has been playing across those two levels ever since. So right now you can see price is moving back down to this low one more time. So right now there is no trade at the moment in this market. There is no trade because price is not on a key level. So the only time you can have a trade in this market would be when price tests a key level, and the first key level on the way down is right here. So there is a lot of possibility that price is going to make it all the way down here. However, this does not justify taking a trade from this very point. We need to wait for the right confirmations to be tested, the right key places to be tested before picking trades. Discipline is very important because price would come all the way down here. It does not give you the right to have a trade for sell just to take advantage of this movement. It can backfire real quick. So we have the first key level here and the next key level all the way down here. So these are the two places I would definitely have my eyes on in this market. So I'll be interested in seeing what price is going to do at any of these two places. You can see how price did this move here. We have some possible longs here, likewise from this retest as well. We have two possible longs and then price gave us some profits. So the same thing would happen here one more time, or possible here. So these are the two places I'll be watching out for possible longs in this market. So as at the moment, there is nothing solid yet. We need to wait for any of these two places to be tested, and then we can have a short-term long. This remains a downside. However, there is possible short-term long, just as I've explained. So that is USD JPY, very easy to understand. And the next one, which is USD CHF. Okay, this has already happened. This is one of the moves I was hoping to give out today, has already happened, and this is also very clean to see. If you look at, if you kept your eyes on everything we discussed the last time, this is really this is very simple to spot. So price was respecting this high, came back to retest it. We have a retest to this low here, So price simply came all the way up here, and it's been playing around those key levels. The last session price was around this very spot. Price was right here, and then we called this short to this low for about 60 to 70 pips. And price tested this low, rejected, went all the way to the top, and it's been playing around those two key places ever since. We have 50 pips here, 50 pips down, 60 pips around here, and then price short one more time. Looking at this short here, we have very good double top. This double top to a key level I've explained. So definitely price was setting up for some short, and this short has just happened. So right now, price is testing one of the levels we should keep our eyes on, this low right here. So we are going to watch out and see what is going to happen from this very low. Likewise, the ultimate low, which is somewhere around here. We have the ultimate low down here. So these two places, we are going to keep our eyes on them, and we want to see what price is going to do. So this very candlestick just happened in the last 30 minutes. This is the H1 chart, so this is just the last 30 minutes. So we are going to see what price is going to, if price breaks this, we are going to keep our eyes open to this very ultimate level, which is down here. So whatever price is going to do down here is going to determine the longevity of this trend. So this ultimately remains a bullish trend, like I've just shown here. This is a bullish trend, and this is the key level right here. So let's see how price is going to react to these two levels, and then we can use that to define a trade in this market. So that is USD CHF. Right now, we just need to wait. This is a very strong bearish candlestick. We need to wait and see how price settles in, and then give us confirmation for the next move at any of those two places. So patience is all it takes. This was a very good move. Was hoping to call out this for you all, but this played out really fast. So that is UC, and the next one, which is which I just added, is pound JPY. This also is kind of on the move already. Let's look at the daily. The daily, this is what we have on the daily. The daily actually does not look so great. However, this remains a bullish trend on the daily time frame. But let's look at the H4, the 4-hour chart. What do we have? We have a very good bullish trend as well on the H4. And what we can see here also is price is testing a very good level in this case. Price has created this high for some time, and price is testing that very high one more time. So we have this high which is being tested, that very high. So this is more like a triple top that is playing out right now on GJ. So this triple top, price has also created a new high. Remember, I told you this is a bullish trend on the H4 chart. So price has done something like this. And right now what we see here is price has created a triple top. So this looks more like price is setting up for a possible correction on this bullish trend. But let's look at it on the H1 for extra confirmation, so we can have the right places to pick entries. So this is the H1 charts. It looks more easier to understand. So the H1 charts, I can simply, let me clear off. So we have something like this. Price is doing something like this on the H1. So looking at what price has done here, you can tell that this is a bullish trend, right? And on this bullish trend, we have price reacting to this level right here. And the next level to watch out for is this low here. So right from that very spot, you can see what price has done here. Price did a very good double top confirmation right there. So from this double top, you know what the play is. You should know what the play is. So this has given us a very good chance for a potential short. This is a possible short in this market. So for as long as that zone, this zone up here does not break, we have a possible short-term short in these markets. Very easy to understand, very easy to see. So we have here about 130 pips, about 130 pips potential in this case. So let's watch out for that. Likewise, you have your second TP, you will have your second TP somewhere around here. So TP1, TP2, you can have it just like that. So for as long as this zone up here does not break, this bullish trend remains a very good trend. And then we have to keep our eyes open to see what price is going to do on that levels. So GJ, if you have your entries in, you are good to go. Or you may need to wait for some time for price to give you a good price to have your entries in this mode. So that is GJ, and the other one, I believe the last one for now, is AJ. So AJ also moves like GJ, and they look alike. So this as well on the H4 here, we have a bullish trend on the H4. This has been bullish for quite some time, so let's keep it really simple. We have something like this going on the H4, but when you break it down to the H1, it makes even more sense. So on the H1, what do we have? We have this. So what price has done in this case, price has created a new high, and on this new high, we have this level being respected. This also is giving us a possible double top confirmation. This is giving us a possible double top confirmation. And remember, I told you this is a bullish trend. So the move we are looking forward to is a potential short-term short. So in this case, we have something like this in this market. First TP is right here. Second TP is this low here. So on this bullish trend, first TP here, second TP down here. So the entry level remains this level, this high. This high remains the entry level. And let's look at the profit potential in this move. And then we have about 80 pips to TP1, and TP2 here we have about 120 pips, about 120 pips. This is a very simple move, and it looks good as well, so you may keep your eyes on that move as well. Remember, on the H4, this remains a bullish trend, and the bullish trend in this case, we are looking at our second TP right here. So the second TP in this case, this level here, this case here, is the second TP on the H1 chart. So when price tests your first TP, you should know what to do. You should be able to manage your trades and then be risk-free from that move. So we have a very simple entry level on the H1. So you need to keep your eyes on that move. If you have your entry confirmation, if your rules of engagement are met, you know exactly what to expect in this. We have a lot of rejections creeping in. So if you see everything you want to see in these markets, you are good to go. So very clean, double top. If it plays out, 80 pips and then 120 pips. Very good way to end the week. So ultimately, how you take your entry matters. If you do not get a good entry, you may just have to lower your lot size or probably skip the trade and wait for the next one. Okay, I've just gone through all of these markets. So keep your eyes on AJ, keep your eyes on USD CAD. These are the two moves which probably looks really great, are good places for entries right now. So UC looks very good at a good place for an entry. Likewise, AJ looks really good at a good place for an entry. I believe the rest of the market, you may need to be a little patient. EU is about to retest the level I just talked about. It's all about patience, so let's wait. When this test is very high, you know what to expect from that very high. So the key levels in the market are one of the important things you need to pay a lot of attention to. When price is on the key levels, you should know what it means, right? Marking up your charts is not just everything. You should be able to interpret your markups to very good trading decisions. That is the whole point of learning how to trade. So markups does not produce magic. It is your understanding of the market moves based on what you've marked out that helps you to determine good decision, to make good decisions in the market. So EU, we need to wait. You see, it's really setting up nicely. I'm very interested in seeing what is going to happen from this low. So I have my eyes on that very market. UJ is yet to give me something solid. It's about to retest the key level I just talked about. There is a lot of momentum right now on US dollar, so we can see some push going on. UC as well is just broken through the first TP this low. So let's wait. A lot of push on the US dollar right now. So let's see what's going to happen. So GJ also, if you have good entry, definitely you are good to go on GJ because GJ is a little volatile. So you may need to wait for a good price to get involved in this kind of markets. However, it looks good. Everything I've just explained on GJ remains solid, all right? So the last one, which is AJ, is also setting up. And let's see how it goes. So that is really everything I have so far for this 30 minutes tech session. And also keep in mind, for those who are going to be seeing this later, the tech service, the private service going on from next week is going to be covering a lot of these kind of sessions. Also, we'll be having a private Telegram where we can also keep up with whatever price is doing at every point in time. Likewise, I'll be giving support, one-on-one support and trading help to whoever needs it. So there'll be trading analysis, there'll be setups and opportunities at every point in time. And also there'll be some education as well. Everything I've just done here is really a lot of education for those who have the open mind to grab them, right? So this will be going live. We are taking entries for now. And I believe by next week, markets open, we should be good to go live on this. So for those who may be interested in this kind of service, you can just hit me up on Telegram at BB4Rex, and then we can set you up with this service. So that'll be all for now, and we'll be back again another time. Peace.